Hi friends, welcome to Toppers Institute Daily Current Affairs. This is Bhikshapati. So let us discuss about some of the important current affairs current affairs which came newspaper on June 21, 22, 2020. So the first point is here the importance of the June 20. Every year we celebrate June 20 as World Refugees Day. World Refugees Day. So the importance of the World Refugees Day, this is celebrated by United Nations High Commission on Refugees. The headquarters of the United Nations High Commission on Refugees located in Geneva in Switzerland. And then this United Nations High Commission Refugees gave one theme to the World Refugees Day on June 20, 2020 is every action counts. Every action counts. So this is about World Refugees Day. That means this organization look after the United Nations High Commission on Refugees look after the welfare of the refugees. Refugees means the persons, particular one country's persons, they are moving to the migrate to the other countries without passport, without identity. That category of the persons we called as refugees. For example, Rohingya refugees. Actually, Rohingyas belongs to Myanmar, but they were in various places, in particular the Bangladesh. So that Rohingyas we at present in Bangladesh we called as a refugees. So this is about the refugees. And then June 21, the importance of the June 21. The importance of the June 21 from 2015 onwards we celebrate as that is the International Yoga Day. International Yoga Day. Initially that United Nations of Organization passed a resolution in 2014 on December 11. So United Nations of Organization passed a resolution. What is the resolution? So that the highest daylight in a northern hemisphere, that is on June 21 every year. So from next year onwards, that means 2015 onwards, so worldwide UNO celebrates the International Yoga Day. So from 2015 onwards, we celebrate International Yoga Day on June 21. This is the 6th International Yoga Day. So we celebrate on June 21, 2020. So United Nations of Organization gave one theme to the International Yoga Day, that is the Yoga for Health and Yoga at Home. Yoga for Health, Yoga at Home. Why here called, we are mentioned the home means because of the due to the COVID-19 pandemic, that huge gatherings are not performed the yoga. That is the reason here Yoga for Health and Yoga at Home. So about yoga, the father of the yoga, the person who you prepared the yogasanas for the conducting the yoga, the person name is, he wrote a book also. The name of the book is Mahabhashyam. Mahabhashyam, a book written by the Patanjali. So Indian person Patanjali. So that is the reason we called Patanjali is called as father of the yoga. So father of the yoga, Patanjali wrote a book that is called Mahabhashyam. So this is about June 21 International Yoga Day. This is the we celebrate in June, that is the 2020, that June 21 as a 6th International Yoga Day. 6th International Yoga Day. And so here one of the important current affairs is there. The Mumbai based one pharmaceutical company is there, Glenmark. So Glenmark, so manufactured the very first time manufactured the one medicine to cure the that COVID-19 or corona patients. That is the name of the medicine is formula is here the Favipiravir. But this Glenmark produced this medicine Favipiravir and released in the market in the name of the Paviplu. So Paviplu, it is a brand of that Favipiravir one medicine. So that is released and manufactured by the Glenmark pharmaceutical company, and this is approved by the Drug Controller General of India, also approved and permitted also to produce to manufacture the that Paviplu medicine. This is about the Glenmark Pharmaceuticals based on Mumbai. And then hetero drugs also produced and manufactured one injection for to cure the COVID-19 patients, that is the Covifar. It is an injection. Paviplu is a tablets. Paviplu in the tablets and available in the tablet manner. and Covifor is injection to cure the that COVID-19 patients. This is the Heterodex Hyderabad based a pharmaceutical company. And Drug Controller General of India also permitted to produce the Covifor injection. And Drug Controller General of India also permitted to produce this type of the injection by the Cipla also. Cipla, one of the premier pharmaceutical company. Cipla also got the permission to produce to manufacture the Covifor injection. So these are the Paviplu, that is tablets manufactured by the Glenmark, and then Covifor injection, that is the manufactured by the Heterodex. These both drugs, that is Covifor injection and Paviplu tablets, useful to cure the COVID-19 patients. Okay, then the next point is here, it is a PM Swanidhi program. So what is PM Swanidhi program? Under the Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan program, government introduced this program PM Swanidhi. The abbreviation of the PM Swanidhi is Prime Minister State Vendors Atmanirbhar Nidhi. So under this program, that state vendors, approximately 50 lakhs of these state vendors in India will get a small loan from the banks, that is about 10,000 rupees, and it will be paid in the repayment in the manner of the in a 1 year as a EMIs. So under this program PM Swanidhi, so to encourage the provide the loans to the 15 lakhs state vendors in India. So Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs, and MOU with, what is MOU? Memorandum of the Understanding with the SIDBI. What is SIDBI, friends? Small Industries Development Bank of India. This Small Industries Development Bank of India located in Lucknow. So the present chairman of the Small Industries Development Bank of India is Mohammad Mustafa. And then, so to encourage the loan, to provide the loan to the state vendors under the PM Swanidhi, so here a memorandum of the understanding between the Ministry of the Housing and Urban Affairs and then Small Industries Development Bank of India. So how many beneficiaries under PM Swanidhi? That is the 50 lakhs beneficiaries are there. That is the state vendors. The abbreviation tells us the importance of the program. Prime Minister State Vendors Atmanirbhar Nidhi. That is the PM Swanidhi program. It is launched by the Government of India under the Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan. And then the next point is here, Urjit Patel, ex-RBI governor or former governor to the RBI, who is recently appointed as a New Delhi-based organization, that is a NIPFP. What is NIPFP? National Institute for so public finance policy. National Institute for the Public Finance Policy chairman. The new chairman of the National Institute of Public Finance Policy, that is Urjit Patel, ex-governor or former governor of the Reserve Bank of India, is appointed as the chairman to the National Institute of the Public Finance Policy. And then now very, very important another point is here, Satyabama portal. This Satyabama portal launched by the Union Coal and Mines Minister. His name is Prahlad Joshi. So Prahlad Joshi launched one program, launched one portal to encourage the research and development in mines and coals in India. That is a Satyabama portal. The abbreviation of this Satyabama portal is Science and Technology Yojana for Atmanirbhar Bharat in Mining Advancement. It is to encourage the research and development in mining and coal, particularly mining and coal. This Satyabama portal is developed by our Indian organization, that is the NIC. What is NIC, friends? National Informatics Center developed the Satyabama portal. So this is useful for to develop the research and development in mines and coal. So this is about the Satyabama portal. The abbreviation once again, friends, Science and Technology Yojana for Atmanirbhar Bharat in mining advancement. And next point is Telangana government launched one mobile application, that is a TS Weather. to forecast the weather, to that what is the rainfall in coming days in 24 hours and 48 hours and 72 hours. So that type of the information we can knowing from the TS weather app, we can download from the Google Play Store like that. This is the Telangana government app to forecast the weather, that is TS weather. Recently TS weather, a mobile application launched by the which state to forecast the, to knowing the weather condition in coming days, that is by the Telangana government launched the TS weather. It is a mobile application. And one another important current affair, one important affair also there, important point also there, current affair, that is the Madhya Pradesh government. So Madhya Pradesh government so announced what, that is the banning the that online classes for the pre-primary and primary primary students in their that respective state. That means nowadays so many schools conducted online classes, even the pre-primary and primary school students also. But the first state recently officially announced banned the online classes to the primary and pre-primary students, of the states, Madhya Pradesh state. So recently, which state in India banned the online classes for the primary students? That in state means that is the Madhya Pradesh state. The CM of the Madhya Pradesh CM is Shivraj Singh Chauhan, and this is some of the most important current affairs which came newspapers on June 21, 22, 2020. So yesterday we asked I asked one question, that is where is the headquarter of the Central Railway Zone? So the some of the students, they wrote in the comment section, well done. So the right answer is the headquarter of the Central Railway Zone is, that is the Mumbai. So Mumbai. So headquarter of the Central Railway Zone is Mumbai. And okay, this is some of the important current affairs, and we will meet again tomorrow. Thank you very much.